Hello everyone, this is Monstertaming coming at you with another Kindred Fates news video, this time for July 28th of 2023. Start things off, we've created a special flocking behavior for NPCs. Certain skittish kinfolk that prefer to stay in groups now have more coordinated movement in their fleeting state. Here's an example with Herd Lumon. That's a lot of Lumon. That seems interesting because if you can kind of almost herd them, I wonder if you can like herd them into enemies or something like that and have them help you in that way. Or herd them into like a area where you could trap them and maybe hit them with a bunch of AoEs or something, defeat a lot of them quickly. But this mini Lumala would be very, very difficult to fight, I think. Briar Stomper's model is finished and ready for rigging. North Star standard animations are in progress, and Little Bandit has been implemented and given combat AI. Also polished the movement of all kinfolk followers. Followers also make use of head the creature now. We're continuing to model new hats and hairstyles, and we've implemented the completed hairstyles and clothes in Creaturecollector. This has been a huge help for creating more varied townsfolk. NPC humans also have a new pivot animation with starting a conversation. It used to feel awkward when the NPCs face away from the player while conversing with them, so it's great to have more natural interactions. We've added more final details to the first story mission, including replacing all placeholder dialogue. Hesitate to call this the final version, but it should give the player a much better introduction to the game. As the animators continue creating and polishing the cinematic animations, we've started implementing rough versions of these scenes in Unity using current animations and camera movements created in Maya. We're also adding the final VFX to these scenes. There's new concept art in the works for these areas and set pieces related to the new town. We're also continuing to create house set pieces for models and other areas of the world. More has been done to polish the current town, while the sculpting and set dressing for important locations just outside of town is also wrapping up. Implemented wind up, wind up, yeah, VFX setting, which allows us to play VFX at the beginning of certain attack animations where we weren't able to before. Additionally, we've changed the basic attack gliders to be much better, match their VFX, and fixed an issue with AoE attacks not doing damage when invoked multiple times. Aside from the flocking behavior we showed above, we've added a lot of other new features to our NPC AI. NPCs have newly created True Stance. Now when certain NPCs' health is reduced under a certain threshold, they'll run away while displaying a white flag, mostly fading out. This gives the player an opportunity to spare the NPC, while still receiving many of the benefits they receive for defeating them. Depending on the situation, choosing to spare or finish them all could seriously impact our team members' view. I absolutely love that. That sounds like it's going to be absolutely amazing. Adding a depth and especially consequences for sparing or finishing off NPCs. We've created improved tooling for smart objects. Smart objects are the main way for NPCs to interface with the world in unique ways. The smart object holds all the context of what the NPCs should be doing and saying, and can even coordinate behaviors between multiple NPCs. For example, the player can stumble on multiple NPCs conversing and investigating a weird hole in the ground. Let her shovel it to jump out and surprise them when the player comes close. Okay, I really like that as well. I'm loving all of this so far. And also with that true state, maybe like you do something similar to the Nemesis system from the Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor games, where they can come back and remember you and reference that you spared them. Okay, moving on to the next one. Cleaned up the NPC patrol state to use a hierarchical state machines like the rest of our AI states already use. This gives them more flexibility in easily swapping in and out of different patrolling substates, such as interacting with smart objects. Also cleaned up our nav agent component, which is responsible for moving NPCs along the path. Return from pathfinding request for incorporating local avoidance into that movement. This component now has better defined variables which can be set by NPCs to change how NPCs follow the path or interact with local avoidance. This has also fixed some bugs that were causing NPCs to stutter in certain situations when the local avoidance was pushing the NPC opposite direction from its target position. Currently, we're adding VFX to our menus and UI. It's in the early stages just now, but we can expect to give the game much more polished look. As always, we're working on tons of bugs and bug fixes. Working on tons of bug fixes, such as preventing the series crashes we were seeing our test builds last week. Also fixed an issue with Skullkin's passive ability, reducing its own special attack and physical attack modifier. And then for the community, Scrap backers still have until July 31st to submit their titles. If you have this tier, check your email. If you have any questions, send a message to support@skymail.com. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you in the next newsletter on August 11th. Ooh. This newsletter was packed with a lot of exciting goodies. I'm very excited. Let me know which one of these NPC changes you're most excited about. And until next time, this is Monstertaming Bisloba signing off. Hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye. God bless. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.